you earn 1 share in the founders pool. You're going to earn 1 share in the founders pool every time you enroll someone with a basic or elite package. These shares are capped at 45. So every time you enroll somebody, when you come into the basic package, if you're a basic package member, you earn 1 share in the founders pool just for doing that. And what that means is, well, I'll come back to what that means in a second. Then every time at the basic level you enroll someone else, you're going to earn another share. Now, when you buy the elite package, you earn 3 shares in the founders pool. You earn 3 shares in the founders pool every time you enroll someone with a basic or elite package below you. These shares are capped at 45. When someone you enroll with the basic or elite package enrolls 2 others at the basic or the elite level, you will earn 1 share for each basic and 3 shares for each elite package. What this means is, you know how many shares you'll get when you come into the basic or at the elite level. When someone you enroll brings in 2 more, you get 1 more share for each basic and 3 shares for each elite. The bottom line with what this is that these shares in this pool are yours for life. As long as you maintain a personal monthly volume of 80 CV, we'll talk about that in a moment, you're qualified for this pool. And this is extremely important. I can't stress this enough. After October 31st of 2010, no one will be able to earn additional shares in this pool. It's a window of opportunity with the company that you've got about 11 days in October to get in and make this happen. So I cannot stress enough. And I'll tell you, and we're going to talk about what these shares are, but before we talk about what they are, you don't get them after October 31st. It will be extremely distressing for you down the road if you do not get in on this early. There will be people who join Sundance Global on November 1st who will be like, oh man, I cannot believe I couldn't get in on that. But you are sitting in front of this thing in a position right now to take advantage of something that's coming your way that in the history of MLM, I've not seen. I just haven't seen this where you get in and then you get a cut of something for life. Now let's talk about what it is you're going to get. The company is going to set aside 1% of their revenues, and that 1% will be divided up amongst those who have shares. Let's say the company does, $5 million in business in a month. By the way, I don't know what they'll do in a month. I'm just throwing 5 million out there. It's an easy number. And let's say that there are 1% of 5 million is 50 grand. So then they've got 50 grand in a pool that would be set aside for people who have shares that they got out of the Global Founders Pool. So let's say that there are 2,000 shares available. That means each share would pay out $25. You have 80 shares. I think the maximum you can get is 80. Now 45 is where your personal enrollments are capped at. But I think when others enroll below you, when they enroll folks, I think that can go as high as 80. I may be wrong about that, but I think I remember it was 80. And if it's not 80, I apologize, but I think it's 80. In any case, if you have 80 shares, listen, if you have 80 shares and each share was worth $25, that'd be $2 grand a month out of this pool. Now again, I'm not guaranteeing you what the shares will be. I'm not guaranteeing you how many people will have shares. I'm just showing you how the system works. Now what's exciting about this is that as long as you remain active at the 80 CV level, which is that means you're going to be purchasing products each month. 80 CV is about $100 in products each month. As long as you're storing food to the tune of $100 per month from Sundance Global and you keep that active, these shares will continue to pay you. Now, what's different about this than any other opportunity I've ever seen is that if you have shares, if all you do is stay active and you don't even enroll anybody and you just hang out, as the company grows, you get 80 shares or whatever the maximum is, you'll just keep getting a check. Now, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like that. All right. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are in front of the Global Founders Pool between the 20th of October and the 31st of October. Do not miss out on that opportunity. You will be kicking yourself really, really hard because as Sundance Global grows, the 1% pool each month will also grow, and you'll be extremely upset and uptight if you've not taken advantage of it. So I want to go back over this again. Number one, the matching bonuses. You come in at the basic level, you'll receive 10% matching bonuses on the folks you bring in. Come in at the elite level, and it's 25%. If you come in at the elite level, the 15% that does not go to the folks below you at the 10% level rolls up to you. Number two, on the volume bonuses, you'll make 10% on the volume on your pay leg. That's the smaller leg in your business. And that's super simple. You look at the volume on your small leg times 10%, and that just adds onto your check each month. The Global Founders Pool. If you have shares in this, and then you only can get these between October 20th and October 31st, the company divides up their revenue, takes a 1% pool, and splits it amongst those who are in this Global Founders Pool. Not everyone's going to do this. Let me tell you, not everybody is going to step up and get involved in the Global Founders Pool. It's unbelievable, but it's true. You better believe the moment they go live, I'm in at the elite level. All right, I'm not going to miss out, and you better believe I'm going to be promoting the daylights out of this thing to everybody I know, because I believe in the product. It's something everyone needs, and if for the rest of my life, as long as I remain active, I can get a check and a cut of the company's revenue, I'm going to do it. And I can tell you the company's limiting this to only those 10 days, because think about it, they don't want to divide up their revenue. They can't just keep dividing their revenue for the next 100 years. This is for those who got in early. It's a way for the company to say, listen, thanks for coming out here and really taking this thing to the next level early. And your reward is you get paid in a way other people will not get paid. Someone asked, what's the basic and elite pack entry price again? All right. The basic and elite pack prices, I did not, well, if you go back and just use your calculator, 91 cents times 388 is 353. The basic pack is about 350. The elite pack is about 750. Now remember what you're getting. This is not some phony baloney, stuff that you don't need. I mean, this is food, real food, high quality, gourmet level food, non-GMO, fantastic, wonderful food that will store for years, if not decades. So this is not something that won't get used. This is something that will get used if you need it. You're going to eat food anyway. And this allows you to take some of the money you'd spend on food anyway, put it into food that you'll then be able to store for a long time. And so this is, when you see $350 and $750, to me, that's not a lot. Listen, I'll spend $750 a month on food for my family. So $750 just to get involved in this is extremely. Now, there's one other thing I didn't mention that I need to mention real quick. There are other bonuses with Sundance Global that I have not talked about. Simply to keep this short and sweet and to the point, I've left out some other bonuses like, food bonuses and other infinity bonuses on pay. I've left those out because those were a little bit more complicated to explain, I thought. And this is a great way to start. I mean, if all Sundance Global was this, it's still good. But there are other ways to get paid. In fact, for so many people you bring in, you also get free food credits. And in the example they gave last night on the webinar that I sat in on from the company, they showed ways that you could earn free food, thousands of dollars of free food on top of what you get paid. So I want you to understand this. It's not just what I've shown you, but I've shown you in a nutshell the beginnings of it. So you've got your matching bonuses, you've got your volume bonuses, and your founders pool bonuses. These are the three main ways to get paid. Someone asked, how many generations deep do we get paid for? I'm not familiar with the binary, says this person. How many generations deep? Well, in the volume bonus, it's as deep as the smallest leg goes. Okay, so if your smallest leg goes 500 people deep, that's how deep you're getting paid on that 10%, if that's your smallest leg. So you want to have a big, small leg, if that makes any sense. You want to have a leg on one side that's $10 million in volume and a leg on the other that's $9,999,999.99. And you want to knock the cover right off the ball. And by the way, I've shown you some of the compensation plan. We'll take another webinar will be how to build the business. Okay, so again, matching bonus, volume bonuses, founders pool bonuses, which are really the wild card. As the company grows, those founders pool bonuses will grow. I don't know what they're going to be. I know this much. I plan to be getting some of that, and I think you should too. Now, what do you do? How's all this going to work for you? How do you get this going? The first thing is, there's on this webinar with me right now. First of all, I need to welcome some of the folks who are coming in here, and